What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction and back with some more Bon Jovi as we continue through their 1995 album These Days. Thank you again to Michaela. And the next track in the playlist is Hearts Breaking Even, which sounds like we're taking quantities or maybe even some competitive framework to the idea of emotions and a relationship between people. Now, of course, it could be more than just two people. This could be a broader statement, but when I looked at the title, I thought of maybe two people's emotional and thus hearts, emotional responses or feelings and thus hearts being at the same level or responding to the same degree. Now, that could be a more positive end of the spectrum concept, the idea of hearts breaking even in terms of reaching the same level. Although I guess even then, the idea of breaking even is that you haven't gained anything. You haven't lost anything, but you haven't gained anything. And of course, hearts breaking in an emotional respect would be a more negative or painful rendering of the phrase. And then breaking even would mean like maybe their hearts broke equally. And so that would feel very more toward a sad or depressive reading of the phrase. But yes, I guess even in the way I was thinking of it more positively, there's nothing gained. There's nothing where there is a profit, let's say, even if it's a less material or psycho-emotional profit. So yes, I do wonder whether this is as pained as it now seems to me, but the idea of hearts breaking even suggests it's not asymmetrical. There's no disparity. In any case, I will try to catch what I can. Let's hear it. This is Bon Jovi and their album These Days, 1995, and the song is Hearts Breaking Even.
You on my mind. God knows I've tried. Did I throw away the best part of my life? And I cut you off, I cut myself with the same damn knife. I hide my tears in the pouring rain, had my share of hurt and pain. Don't say my name, run away, 'cause it's all in vain. My heart's breaking even, now there's no use to even try. Yeah, I cried, yeah, I lied, hell, I almost died. For a lot of reasons, let's just fall apart and say goodbye. It's alright, just two hearts breaking even tonight. It's been a long, 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 long time since I've had your love here in my hands. We didn't understand it, we couldn't understand it. But nothing's fair in love and hate. You lay it all down and walk away before it's too late. Dance all night as the music plays. She's got tangled in the mess we made. There in the stains we remain, no one left to blame. My heart's breaking even, now there's no
another tasty tune. And another, like, blues rock ballad, I would call that, like, but power ballad. I mean, definitely there's some rockin' guitar and some soloing, and the overall vibe is less, like, heavy rock ballad and more passionate rock ballad. But it's funny, because at first I was like, wait, like, you know, if he's only talking about his heart, is it hearts, like, apostrophe S, breaking even? But I don't think it is. Now, admittedly, you have to look here. Look on the back of this CD. It's like in cursive, in a font, like, I think it's like blue font against a black background, and it's like 8-point font. Now, again, I have the master release on Discogs open when I go through albums, and on Discogs it just says hearts, like the plural noun. But yes, I was thinking, like, did I misread it, or is it not written correctly on Discogs? But the more the song went on, I was like, wait, no, I think he is talking about both of their hearts. But, okay, so he's, like, talking about a relationship that is no more, and he's saying, like, you know, she's not there, and he's still thinking about her, and it seems like, you know, maybe he's wishing it was still going, but then as he continues, it's like he's saying, you know, he did his crying, he's cried, he lied, and he almost died in this relationship, and now, is the line like, you know, let's fold our cards, which, again, the idea of, like, losing money or gaining money, and here I think the currency is indeed psycho-emotional. It is the quantity of your heart that was on the table, and so it sounds like maybe both of them are breaking even, and it sounds like he's saying, like, you know, let's not try to go back to this. Let's, you know, fold our cards and walk away. Now, maybe I'm mishearing that. Maybe that is actually not the gist of what he's saying. But yeah, what I got from the song is that it was a crazy relationship, difficult, maybe they both sinned and both did well at different times. And again, he's saying, like, you know, he cried, he was hurt, but also he lied, you know, he maybe said things that, whether they were meant to, you know, make his own actions look better, or whether they were meant to, you know, sort of paper over the cracks, or like, oh, it's fine, even if he didn't feel like it was fine. I'm not entirely sure, but it's saying he almost died. It's like, man, like, I barely made it out of this relationship. And so, again, maybe the idea is that I put in some money, but I'm still walking away from this with my heart more or less intact, even if, again, it seems like he can't stop thinking about her. And maybe, again, she's kind of doing the same thing, that, like, she went through a lot. So it's like, look, hearts are breaking even, and I think maybe there's a play on words. Like, hearts were breaking in the more traditional sense, but also breaking even in that they both survived, and hey, you know, let's just, you know, walk away from the table where we haven't lost everything, but we didn't necessarily gain anything either. So, yeah, maybe I'm reading that wrong, but that's what I picked up. Again, great vocals, and there was that moment where he, you know, he extended and he sort of belted, and then he went even higher than that and extended, and then came down with a sort of lashing rasp, a bit of, like, vocal fry at the end of it. So it was, like, number one, impressive in the vocal technique. Number two, the breath control to go up, extend, go up again, and come down with fire. I mean, that is not easy to do, surely. So yeah, another top tune from them, and I do love the, like, harder blues rock stylings on this one. So yeah, I'm enjoying this and the Richie Sambora deep dive. Thank you again to Michaela for both of them, and to those who've been commenting since I've started going through. In the moment, I don't remember what track comes next, and there's no way I can read that right now. I will make sure I'm not skipping anything, and again, thank you to Michaela, who's, you know, mentioned that, oh, the next one is one that you've already done. So yeah, either way, we will continue through this album and go through more Bon Jovi over time, as well as, again, the solo Richie Sambora material. Do let me know what you think, and Luca and I will see you next time. Peace.